Hey, what up, what up, what up, y'all? I ain't been on here in a while and all that good stuff, but it is what it is. I'll be in and out, been handling some other stuff, other business as usual. But I'm here for this, and I'll talk about what's on my mind a little bit. If you have not, go to akachicomics.com, get Void Beast 1 through 4, Extraordinary Messiah 1 and 2, and get the free copies of Souls of Chaos. I'm gonna be trying some new stuff with these books. Been doing some research and then some other stuff, so I'm gonna try a few new things with my books over the next few months and year or so. So on top of other business and stuff, it's gonna be fun, and I'm hopefully you guys will like it, and I'll get some things rolling and stuff. But I'm gonna get to a few things that are on my mind and stuff, and everything. So one of the things is Marvel released their uh that they got Yahya Mateen as Wonder Man coming up. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. And people and I made a post about Wonder Man being race swapped. And everybody jumped on, and there's a few people, and I've seen it on other posts, not just my people. Pretty good, man. Pretty good. It's going good. It's going good. It's going good. I got off work. I got off my some of my business stuff early. Finished doing some projects that I had to worked on that a little bit. Now I'm here running my mouth as I do. So they were talking about Wonder Man, and it wasn't just on my post. People are talking about it, and a lot of people were popping up like Wonder Man is black in the Ultimate universe, and my thing is this: don't nobody know Wonder Man like that. Like I don't even know like Ultimate Universe Wonder Man, and I've seen him, but I'm not gonna say I read it and I knew about what he was. I'm not gonna lie to y'all like that. I knew an old Wonder Man, the white dude that was a nut. was running around liking Wanda, and then him and Vision gets his consciousness and all that mess. I knew about that. That's what I knew. And and when one of the comments I even said, like, I've seen Wonder Man, the Ultimates one, but I never thought he was black like that. I never thought that. I looked like a weird off-colored guy. So I was like, whatever. But I'm not, and I don't like, and y'all know me, I don't like the race swapping the characters. But I'm gonna tell you, there's a few black folks that if you swap them with anybody, I don't care what the person's supposed to be, black, white, Asian, Martian, purple, seahorse. I don't care. I'm watching it, and that's Yahya Mateen, that's Jonathan Majors. Uh, who else is it? Who? Yahya, Jonathan Majors. It was somebody else. It was somebody else that I had on top. Oh, and Aldous Hodge, which was Hawkman. If those three brothers, I don't. Oh, and like Giancarlo Esposito, and then like Denzel. Like those guys, you can swap anybody with anybody. It's a good chance I'm gonna watch it. And I'm gonna keep my foul comments to myself when it comes to them. I don't care. I stand against it, but when it's them brothers, man. No, especially the three younger ones with Majors, Mateen, dang, I keep forgetting who that other and Hodge. Those three, man, because they have been out there putting in work and just getting better and better and better. Whether it's comic book movies, no matter what it is, they doing a wide range of acting, and I'm so glad to keep seeing them get different roles that'll just put them up there. So, and I think they're needed. I think they need younger black actors and stuff that are popping up, taking the reins from some of the older guys who've done great work and stuff. So with them three, I may not like it, but I'm be like, just shut your mouth until you see it. So I have my issues, but with them like I said, with them, I'll wait and see. Now, I don't care for Wonder Man that much. I don't. I think he's crazy. Him and Wanda deserve each other. His low self-esteem having ass. Him and Wanda deserve each other. So hopefully they'll play that role. Cause I'm like, okay, they crazy and goofy anyway. So let them two crazy nits be together and go ahead and put his consciousness in the Vision so we can get them two crazy goofballs out the way. Get them somewhere else. So that's neither here or there. That's whatever. But I'm not. Y'all want to argue about that? He was this and that. I don't care. I don't care about Ultimate's Wonder Man. And who was out here talking about Ultimate's Wonder Man like that anyway? Who was really out here talking about Wonder Man, Ultimate's Wonder Man before this came up anyway? No, nobody. In matter of fact, who was really talking about Wonder Man anyway? Like off rip. It's like there's a handful of people that like Wonder Man. A handful of. I ain't about to start getting no arguments with y'all about he was black. Get the fuck out of here. Don't argue with y'all about that. Get out of here. I ain't no Wonder Man like that. I didn't care about Wonder Man. Like he was just out here reading, just keeping up with Wonder Man like that. I only know Wonder Man from being around the Avengers and stuff a few times. It ain't like I was out reading his stuff, just keeping up with it like that. I never was. I didn't even care about that guy. So why would I get on the internet and argue with anybody about this guy? Get the fuck out of here. I'm goofy as hell, ready to argue about a J-list characters that nobody care about. Get out of here. Yuck. Doing that. Ugh. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I don't care where they go with it. It is what it is. So I wanted my main thing about hopping up here was talking about everything that happened with and as always, if you've noticed a trend with me speaking, I talk about the situations a little bit, but I mainly talk about how it affects other people, the society and stuff. I don't really care what that person does or whatever. But I wanted to speak on exactly. You can look like like here and there, but nobody care. Nobody care about Wonder Man. There's a few people that do, but they don't care. That's like black people. That's not black people. I was about to say Black Bolt. That's like Black Bolt from the Inhumans. Black Bolt sucks. His power and the idea of his powers is cool, but Black Bolt sucks. Most of the Inhumans suck. I don't care about them. They keep trying to force Inhumans on us. Get out of here. They care about them. Ugh, yuck. So I wanted to talk about the whole Takeoff situation. And as most of y'all know, Takeoff from the Migos got shot and killed. I think it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. At some type of little event that Dice Game Day was playing, blah, 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 blah. Some people are saying it's Quavo's fault, blah, 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 blah. That's not what I really want to talk about because I don't know enough about it, so I don't want to talk about that. But what I will talk about is the aftermath of it and how society has been dealing with it online and everything. Let me tell y'all something. There's been this whole talk, and this happens every single time a black person gets killed or especially a black person of notoriety or something. But anytime a black person gets killed, the first thing we start talking, and especially this also happens a lot, and I know you might be like, you talk about a lot of stuff, but I watch a lot of this in the black comic and nerd community and stuff. And the thing about a lot of y'all is I always say this, a lot of nerdy black folks, they never had any kind of real connection to black society in the first place. Y'all felt like y'all were getting done dirty by black folks growing up and stuff. I'll tell y'all all the time, I grew up as a nerd, played only games me and my friends really played were fighting games and RPGs, from the Final Fantasies to the Chrono Triggers to the Fantasy Stars, all that mess. That's all we played. No Madden, no basketball, no nothing. Didn't play no sports or nothing. Watch wrestling, all that mess. We were the nerdiest in the world, but we never, ever disconnected our blackness from it. And we were never getting done. We were the ones fighting, wasn't getting no mess. And like that, there was none of that. I'm not black or black people don't like me shit. And a lot of black folks do that in the nerd community. So then they pop out and they say wild stuff. So every time a black person gets killed, when it comes to them, all this stuff, media, blah, 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 high profile, or even little local stuff, they try to put Chicago on every black person. The first thing a lot of y'all do is get out and start talking about, I wish Black Lives Matter to black people, and we need to do better because there's violence and there's black on black crime. And we need to do better, and Black lives need to matter to black people. When did all of us regular black people that got families, because most of the people I know, and I know some wild niggas. I know some wild niggas, and I'm not talking about that. But most of us, even on my Facebook page and everything else, most of us go to work, mind our business, live with our families. Most black folks mind their business, taking care of their kids, men and women, and all of that. Ain't out doing any of that. So why do we have to be responsible for what trifling Negroes do? I need to understand the logic and why all of us, and it got to be a we, because in my mind there ain't no we. There ain't no we. We ain't, all black people ain't responsible for Chicago. All black people ain't responsible for violence to go on, and it ain't no black on black crime. No matter what, no matter how you try to swing it, there is no black on black crime. If that's the case, then there's Asian, then there, and what I mean by there is none is it's not disproportionate to anybody else. Y'all talk like white folks don't kill white folks and fight each other. I just watched a video of a bunch of white kids and white girls and white parents sitting there beating each other, fighting. The girl got a bat. The other girl slapped the one girl, take the bat from her, start hitting her, and I watch it all the time. I just posted a video of some other stuff going on. How does this always get placed on black people to where it's just so disproportionate with us? If anything, it's amplified by the media. Because here's the thing, and I've heard people say this, and I agree with them. And I remember about a week or so ago when the black lady had to defend her family and her boyfriend from the firefighter that was whooping up on him, just beating up on the dude. And she hollered and asked him to get off. She got a whole gun in her hand. Because she got off on self-defense and everything, no charges. She got off on self-defense, which I'm glad about. But she's waving at the dude. She's like, "Hey, stop!" She's hitting him a few times. She's like, "I got a gun, just stop!" And he just still feel the need to beat on this black dude. And that video stopped. It was recorded that he got shot. It was recorded, but they stopped it, and they didn't put that online at all. They didn't put that online, and they didn't do it. But for some reason, they putting Takeoff all on the internet, and black folks talking about how it's just so much violence with black folks and how we need to. What are we supposed to do? Since this is a we thing, and I'm not a part of this we, and a lot of black people, and you can say you ain't speaking up for me. That's fine. I'm not speaking for all black folks, but I will say a lot of black folks do not partake in any of this ignorant shit. A lot of black folks don't partake in this. Black folks just out there causing issues and fighting and stuff. That's not the whole majority of black society. It's just not. The problem is all this other mess gets promoted, and then this is what's being seen. And my thing is when it comes to this, and I'm still asking the question we need to do, like, what are we supposed to do? Because I mind my business. My family, my kids go to school. I wrestle. I do whatever with my daughters. I look out for them. I do all this other stuff with them. Take care of my kids. A lot of black folks doing that. So what are we supposed to do about them? About black folks that want to just act whole fools? What are we supposed to do about trifling niggas? Tell me, what are we supposed to do when you out minding your business, doing the best you can? All of this stuff, what are you supposed to do about that? Why do we have to take responsibility for that and then go out and start telling everybody, man, I wish black people cared about each other, and I wish Black Lives Matter to black people, and we need to do better. I don't know. It's okay. You can say what you want about us, because Black folks do be tripping. They do be acting crazy. So we don't have a right to say nothing. No, if Black Lives Matter to black people, then it got to matter to us first before we go to these other. What? No, y'all can have that. The ones that post that, y'all can have that. Y'all can go get disrespected and talk crazy to and get treated like and let people say crazy shit in your face. And you say, well, you know, if black people treat the other people right, then and the bad thing is I used to say stuff like that. I ain't even gonna lie. I used to think like that until I started coming across people like John Henry Clark, Amos Wilson and stuff. And I was like, yo, what? I was slightly talking some cool shit and thinking this. And I was like, I had to rearrange my whole mind because it was like, what does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with me and the whole block of black people that I stay around, just minding their business, hanging with their family, cutting their grass. I see them taking care of other people in the community. I see these people coming over taking care of these older black women, these black men taking care of these older black women. What does all these niggas and the black folks that cause the violence in Houston and killed Takeoff, what does that have to do with the whole of black society? Why is the worst of black society put on everybody? But everybody else, they get to pass it off and be like, you know what? That ain't us. I don't see when school shooters start killing a bunch of kids and stuff. I don't see white folks be like, man, white folks, we got to do better. You know? I don't see Asians when there's a bunch of whole houses all over the place and brothels in these nail parlors and all this sort of stuff. I don't see Asians pop up and be like, man, we got to do better. All our women is trifling and this and that. We internalize what everybody else put because it's amplified by the dominant society. We amplify it and then we take it and put it on each other. And then suddenly, that's all of us. And we all got to be responsible for it. Man, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. What was that? Oh, yeah. I seen that. That's why I seen that video. That's why I'm glad my daughter wrestles. Because that girl looked like she wrestled or something. There's no way you just know to do that. Like she looked like she wrestled or something. And that's why I even go with my daughter. I still, to this day, the funny thing is that my sidetracking a little bit. I'm gonna get back to it. But is that my daughter, she's done jujitsu and now she's doing more wrestling. And the funny thing is she still has her jujitsu, but I see that the mindset of wrestling is kicking in on her when it comes to certain things. So now she's adding some aggression and flexing and powering through with her jujitsu moves. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. I see what you're doing. Okay, then, little girl. All right. So yes, I did see that. I thought she was gonna do that, but she didn't. I agree. So, but my thing is, how does that always come back on us? Like how? Like how does all the negative, because that doesn't represent black society. It just doesn't. And for us to keep, every time this stuff happens, for us to keep popping out, be like, you know, we sorry. And I'm gonna say, a lot of this comes from black folks. Like you look, a lot of this comes from black folks that want a certain position. They want some type of beneficial, they want some type of benefit from it or some type of financial gain from it. Or I'm gonna just say, it comes from a lot of black folks that ain't with black folks and that aren't around black folks. You ain't married to black folks. You ain't consistently around big groups of black folks, because I've been around plenty of groups of black folks, and guess what? None of this mess goes on when black people are around positive situations. You can have positive events. It don't matter if it's a con with pure black folks, just black folks all over the place. Ain't no foolishness going on. It don't matter if it's a convention with like local bands and thought leaders and stuff that come around, having conversation and having speaking engagements and stuff. It'd be a whole slew of black folks. Ain't nothing but black folks treating each other right and being positive. You go to certain jazz cafes and little clubs and stuff. It's a bunch of older black folks sitting down, minding their business, having some drinks, listening to jazz and stuff, and ain't none of this going on. So this whole belief that we got to do better, and there's something inherent in us, that's some old racist shit that been imparted into black folks for years and years, and then y'all repeating it. See, y'all can go, y'all, and if you're my friends, listen, you my buddies and everything, that's fine. But you're thinking some fucked up shit with this whole we's got to do better. No, we don't. No, we do not. And we can't control what dusty trifling niggas do. What needs to happen is those people that killed that brother and them other folks, they need to go to jail and they need to get taken care of. I'm not saying don't speak on it. I'm not saying that well, we can't say, and I understand the whole racism puts this into place, but they still need to pay for what they did. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is a lot of black folks, y'all hopping out the window with this we needs to do better shit, and that ain't no we. That ain't no we. That's them. That's them. Go get them. Done. Man, stop that. Stop that. Every time y'all gotta get on there, and then white folks, and then racist white folks get on and be like, you see, look at them. Look at them. They even think that they need to do better. They even think that, you know, that they don't want the crime. This is what happened with these politicians. Then we got people like Al Sharpton out there a few weeks ago talking about some, black people don't care about finances. He basically saying black people don't care about finances. They care about crime and want more police officers. Because what? You do realize that all the shit that's going on with black people is most of it is because of financial reasons, because we have been disenfranchised. That's why. It ain't got nothing to do. Talk about more police. Why? And then y'all, man, if Black Lives Matter to us, maybe we wouldn't get treated by a nigga. And then racists and suspected racists like, yeah. If it mattered to y'all, I wouldn't treat you this way. And y'all niggas, yeah. If you know what? If we treated each other better, let me tell you something. In my house, I don't care what's going on with my children or the ladies I'm with or my family members, my brothers, sisters, and everything. In my house, ain't nan one of you motherfuckers gonna disrespect any of mine. And I'm gonna come out and say, you know what? You shouldn't. It's okay. If she treated me or if we treated each other better, it'd be fine. No. Not in mine. If I find out you disrespecting mine, I don't care if they the most ignorant acting nigga on the planet. I'm gonna slap the shit out of them myself, and I'm gonna handle you. And then we gonna go have a conversation behind doors, and I might slap him again. I might slap my family member again or get in their ass again, because you don't have a right to come up here and do that. We family. I'm not gonna go out and put this and that, but I'm gonna deal with you for coming at them sideways. I'm gonna deal with that's in my house. Now y'all can do whatever you want to. You can do whatever you want to. I remember my daughter got in a fight before, and the first thing I do is when I go to school, I'm like, okay, so what's going on? Okay, so why did this happen? Who did what to my daughter? Did you beat the little boy up? I look at her and, well, she shouldn't have. That's fine, but what was this person doing? Well, she shouldn't. I'll handle her. That's fine. And then I look at her and I'm like, you all right? All right. Now I talked to her when I got at home, but I ain't gonna front my kid in front of nobody else. I ain't gonna front my kid and show out. No. Yeah. But there is a but no, we not. I'm not fronting none of my people out in front of other folks. Now, not hanging out with certain people, that's necessary, and that's going to go into something else I talk about a lot on my page, like you said about not hanging around. And for me, it's not just black people; it's anybody. I don't play that. I know the type of people, no matter what race or anything. I know the type of people not to be around. There's a type, and this type goes across the board. It doesn't matter what race, color, creed, anything. This like wild talking niggas. And when I say niggas, niggas is universal for me. Now y'all can say whatever. Niggas is universal for me. White niggas, black niggas, Asian niggas, dog niggas, Hindu niggas, Malaysian niggas, Norwegian niggas. It's universal for me. It's universal. But anybody that want to be around groups of people that's not doing nothing, I can't kick it around you. Anybody that want to be around partying and drinking a little bit too much, I can't be around you. All of that. So that is important, but I don't specifically put that on black people. Like I won't hang out with black people, but I go around a bunch of white folks that do it. Let me tell you something. I know to stay away from white niggas when they start yelling and screaming too much. They start drinking beer and they start. I'm like, nope. Time to go. Time to go. I'm out of here. Nope. It's time to go. For me, that's the same as nigga, you don't know me. That's the same. Yeah. And nigga, you don't know me is both the same to me. And I'm like, it's time to go. It's time to go. So I don't care. I don't care what the color is, but I'm not kicking it around it. And one of the things that folks get on me about on my page, a lot of y'all like doing this. They're just having fun. Let them have fun shit. This is why I will never, ever get along. I will never co-sign that we're just having fun. Nope. Because this is the thing. Black folks get promoted shooting, killing, drugs, sex, booty shaking all the time. And from the women, if you say something about it, it's a problem. From the dudes, if you say something about it, it's a problem. Then when niggas from the booty shaking and hanging around the wrong people, doing all this other shit, when we this is for me. This is how we do better. This is for me personally, not what anybody else said. This is me. How we do better is staying away from that. And also stop sitting here and letting everything go, because y'all be on my page talking about just let them have fun. And why can't they have fun? Then when wild shit happened, then the first thing y'all talking about is, man, rest in peace and we got to do better. But the whole time while they was alive, y'all motherfuckers was sitting here talking about let them have fun. Y'all was sitting there talking about you can't say that about them. You shouldn't do that. When Megan Stallion gets shot, and then y'all, no, don't say nothing about who she hanging out with. Really? Takeoff get murdered, and then, but before that is let them have fun. Y'all niggas need to make up y'all mind. See, but for me, I stand on it. No. I don't care what none of y'all say. You can bark, you can holler, you can scream, you can get on my page and troll me and talk about I hate this, or I hate women, or I hate men, or I don't. I don't fuck what you goofy niggas say. Cause you goofy as fuck. Because I've seen how this shit go. And the stuff that go on with Takeoff is what I've seen happen in person. No. All that, they just need to have fun. And they just, nope. Exactly. You talk to her in private. You don't front that little bit. You don't front that baby in front of nobody else because nobody didn't do nothing about it. Good job. But no, all this, you let them have fun, niggas. They having fun. And then when the fun lead to bullshit, then everybody want to act sensitive. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't. Why are you saying that? You just hate women, or you just hate men, and then it's just too soon. So it wasn't the right time, right? It wasn't the right time to say, hey, we need to take care of this while the person was alive. It was let them have fun, right? It was let them have fun. And they just doing all it. They just living their life. They're young. Let them do it. You just let them have fun. Then when they die, man, that's too soon to talk about that. You shouldn't talk about that. That's too soon. And nah, you shouldn't be. No, they can do. That's not their fault. You victim blaming. So when do we solve the issues? When? And then y'all gonna change my mind. You can hop on post and write the biggest essay. You can write nah. You can write I ain't with it. You can write essays about why I'm wrong. I don't give a fuck about what you write, because I watch this stuff and people get hurt from this. All these think pieces that skirt accountability, and then people still getting hurt from it, and then it's everybody else's fault. It's everybody else to blame. And then the same thing keep going on, and then it's gonna move on to the next person to where, you know what, just let them have fun and this and that, instead of talking about it before it gets to that. Appreciate it. And so I'm like, how does this work? How does this work? Like, because, but then there's when we got to do better. But then when we talk about doing better, the first thing y'all talk about is let them have fun. Well, you shouldn't say that. You victim blaming. You just don't like women and you don't like men, or you don't like niggas having fun. You a hater. How that work? I need you to explain it. Because me personally, if you around me, I'm the person that's I'm gonna hop on your damn neck before we get to you dying, going to jail, or any of that. I'm hopping on your back before we even get to that. And I'm gonna drill it into the back of your head. It's like, yo, you need to stop this. This is goofy shit. You need to stop kicking it with these folks. I don't care what you call it. I don't care what you call it and how you say it. Y'all, if you got a problem with it, keep that over there. I'm fine with nobody not being around me. I'm fine with that. But when you come around me and I see you doing, because I'd be like, look, we don't need to be here. We don't need to be here kicking it with a bunch of nobodies, because we got money. The rest of these dudes don't. They ain't got nothing. And I'm telling you, being around a little dusty nigga with a gun that ain't got nothing to lose is one of the most terrifying things on the planet. It is terrifying, because whole time I know that this person over here ain't got, we in the hood, I know this person ain't got nothing to lose. I know this little dusty Negro ain't got nothing to lose. Or this girl, she know what we got, and she hang around a bunch of niggas that ain't got nothing to lose, and she gonna tell everybody where we at. Then we gonna end up having to fight or possibly shooting at niggas. Another thing is, then people talk about gun violence and all this. Man, fuck out of here. Yuck. I don't get on that either. I don't blame the gun. I don't never blame the gun, because I've been in plenty of situations. I own guns. I've owned guns for years. Always have, always will. I don't talk about it all the time, but I do. I exercise my Second Amendment rights. I do it, and always will. Always will. My children, and they've always been around guns. My children know not to touch my guns. They don't. They don't touch them. They don't go mess with them. None of that. They don't go mess with my stuff. I've told them from the start, you don't touch this, you don't mess with this, and you don't go messing with, you don't go around it unless you really plan on pointing this at somebody and using it to defend yourself. And I'll teach them how to load, reload, all that stuff. We do it at home and everything. So I don't have that issue, but to blame, and the reason why I don't blame guns is because, again, I don't know the rest of y'all, and some people have, but I've been in plenty of situations where people done just took stuff from me and my friends, family and stuff, had them beat on people and everything, and I've had my gun on me, and I've never pulled it out to shoot nobody, and justifiably so, to where somebody has taken stuff from me and my friends, or my friends, we find out where they at, we know exactly who they are, we could have blew their faces off. They didn't have no guns, no nothing. We know this for a fact. But we decided to be like, yo, let's just do it the right way. Call the police or do whatever. Because if I take this person's life over this mess, this ain't drastic enough for me to shoot these motherfuckers in the face. And so I understand that. So I don't blame it on the gun. It's not like I'm there and then the gun is like, hey, you ready? Bang, 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 bang. Oh! That's not how that works. You make a decision to shoot this person, no matter how quick that decision is. And I've been in that decision a few times. And me and my friends, even my hot-headed friends, be like, no, we're not. We're like, look, we got the gun in our hand. Now we can go, we can shoot them, or we can do whatever. But I'm not the rest of you. I'm not the rest of you nerd niggas. Like, I don't do that. I ain't been in the situations that y'all been in. I don't see the world the way a lot of y'all do. I just don't, because I haven't. That's not the world that I grew up in. So y'all wild. Yeah, Yeah, you know, it's never that. It's not like the gun ain't the thing that's doing it. It's trifling, folks. I can have my people come here and talk about, yeah, we did this, that. Man, come on. Even my cousins, they done walked around with guns and everything. Me and my friend, we have to get magnums to go to where we get a 357 magnum for you perverted niggas. we got to hold that, and we got the person sitting there talking crazy in our window. We got this gun right on us. It ain't never been like, bow, and then that's not a black thing. That's an ignorant motherfucker thing. That's a trifling nigga thing. It's not a black thing. Man, get out of here with that wheeze. Ain't no wheeze. Oh, I mean, Black Lives Matter to black people. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all wild. I'm telling you, to me, that comes from a connection that y'all ain't never had with black folks in the first place. And you have this little racist white person on your shoulder. Like, yeah, you see, the niggas ain't shit. Y'all ain't nothing. Y'all just a bunch of violent, evil monkeys. And you like, yeah, you know, we did that. We are. Let me go explain to the rest of the world and tell them we just bad, black and angry, and we don't love each other. So if black lives don't matter to us, they should not matter to y'all. And y'all can treat us however you want to, because we can't say anybody, because look at how we treat each other. I don't treat black people like that. I don't treat black folks like that. Now, we have our spats and everything, and I'll fight any one of y'all at a moment's notice. But I ain't gonna kill none of you and just shoot you or nothing. I'll slap you in the mouth. But you gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to step over a line like a couple times, or take a huge leap over a line for me to just shoot somebody. So let's stop with that whole wheeze. But you know what? You ain't gotta stop doing that. That's your life. I'm gonna keep standing here saying what I believe in and what I stand on. You keep saying we and all that other stuff. That's fine. That's your business. That's y'all. It ain't happening with me. I ain't doing it. And the people that understand, they're not gonna do it neither. But y'all keep doing that. If that's what y'all want to do, if that's what you want to believe, I ain't trying to stop. I'm gonna say my piece. I'm gonna say my piece and let it be that. But I will say, this is the reason I'm gonna segue into something else about, and I always talk about this. I'm swinging it back around to this about black creators being necessary. And the reason why I say that because of this is because people talk about how, you know, the rap music and the gangster rap music and the TV shows and the BMFs and the powers and everything's always drugs and this and black folks doing ignorant shit, or it's a strip club stuff and black folks just, and I agree. But this is why black creators are necessary. And I'm talking about you controlling what's going on. You have a majority say of what's going on. You need to create black stories with black people in different situations other than the same stuff that we doing. Because again, a majority of us ain't doing that. I can go up and down my Facebook page and many other pages, and the majority of the black folks I know don't sell drugs, ain't hoes, aren't strippers, are there for their kids, men and women, all this stuff. It got families, all this, everything. Work regular jobs, teachers, jiu-jitsu instructors, got businesses in real estate. They like it, just up and down my timeline and in real life. But somehow this is what keeps getting pushed to us. And black creators, black women, black men, whatever, y'all, I know how y'all like to get. You didn't say. It's not that. You did not say. Some of y'all just be like, you did not say black women and you hate them. Yeah, according to y'all, I do. So let's just keep that. Let's just keep going with that. But it's important and for you to have majority say. None of this mess where you giving it up and then somebody changing it. None of this mess where we got a black person. And this is why, going back to what I was originally saying about the race swapping thing, why I'm not with it most of the time. It's just a few that I keep my mouth shut about it until after I see it. But and this is why it's important to have more black characters, that are created by black people, top to bottom. Now you can work with whoever. You can work with whoever to get it to come to life. I ain't saying don't do that. I'm not saying work with whoever you got, work with whoever you have to get it to come to life, but still have a majority control. And none of this like the Lord of the Rings mess and all this other stuff. We fussing and fighting and nothing. No. And we got a black person among these white characters. No. We need to totally rehaul the whole narrative that's been pushed on us. Everything can't be drugs, strip club, booty shaking, women hoes, men hoes, selling drugs, gangster thug shit. All of it can't be that. Or it's just some superficial love stories. It has to be. It has to be different aspects of black people doing all kind of crazy shit. That's why I made Void Beast. That's why I made a black werewolf that could transform and create black holes and all kind of other outlandish shit, because it needs to be seen in different mediums. Not just me, other black creators too. It needs to be seen. And it needs to be a thing to where we control how it goes, and we need to put it out. Because if everything else is consistently being put out by everybody else, and everybody else controls where it goes, then it's not going to change. It's not going to change at all. But with the internet now, you can get the stuff yourself. But the problem is, you can get the stuff, you can make the videos, you can figure out how to get them in motion. You can do short films. So I see a lot of people doing short films. I'm thinking about doing that too. Doing a lot of different short films that they put out, just 4 and 5 minutes and everything. And it has to be stories more than just drug selling and I'm having sex with this woman and all this other stuff. It has to be black folks in these fantastical positions in these wild, otherworldly situations. It has to be. It has to be. Because we can't keep getting pushed the same mess and then talking about what is we gonna do and we need to do better. That's another reason. That's another way that I think things could be done and be improved, is that we control more of what's being put out in front of us. And I don't care what, me personally, this is just me personally. Now you can take it however you want to, but I don't care how it gets put out. I don't care if it's on a small scale. I don't care if it's just starting out. I don't care if you're a bigger person. You put it into the world. You put it out there for black folks to see it. You put it out there. That's why my story, Souls of Chaos. We got Thema doing fighting demons and doing all kind of other wild stuff. There's no drugs and drug dealers and any of that with her or in Void Beast. There's none of that. None of that. It's far removed from that. Now Andre has to deal with some of that because he's in the inner city and stuff like that. But even him and his friends, they're not doing it. They're not taking part in it. They won't be. Or any of that. And the people that are around them are going to be reformed or not doing it anymore. But black creators are important now, and I'm not just talking about in rooms with these. We need to be in the rooms and represent. But if you don't control it, what the fuck does it matter? Well, if we just got a seat at the table, black folks been saying that for years. And how has it worked out? I need to know how has it worked out as a whole, as a group for black folks. As a group, how has it worked out? Because according to everybody, and from what we see, it's the same mess being peddled, and then we got to sprinkle in some black folks here and there, and then we talking about, well, if we just get this, and then I get into this position, then it's going to be great. No, it's not. It leads to the same thing for all of us, unless you control what you got, and you got to take pride in being good amongst black people. You have to take pride in being good amongst black people. But this is the problem. A lot of y'all niggas want jobs. A lot of black folks want jobs and notoriety, and they want to be amongst everybody else. And they too busy trying to cater to everybody else. But the people that's pushing us bullshit, they know to cater to the ignorant, goofy side of black society. They know that put them drug dealers, put some half naked women in or some naked women in, and we're gonna be good. And put some thug stories, and we know it's a certain sector of black society that's gonna get it, and we're gonna cater directly to them. But then the black folks is coming up. The first thing y'all start talking about is, well, we got to cater to everybody, and we got to be friends with everybody, and we got to. Yuck. But everybody else know to cater and market directly to the ignorant side of Black society. But we too busy trying to be everything to everybody, which makes us nothing to anybody. So it is what it is. I'm not with it. That's just me. That's just me. Get on there and do your thing, that's fine. I said what I said, and I'm standing on it. It ain't gonna change. It's not, and if it do change, I'll tell you. I'm like, man, it changed, But right now, no, because we keep getting peddled all this drugs, killing, all this mess, and then get told we got to do better. But before that, it's you can't say it. You a hater. You hate the women. You hate the men. You're jealous. After is you can't say it because you're victim blaming or you. And the people that make money for it, they just put it out and scoot on about their way. And then we talk about how everybody else is treating us. Man, if they treat us like this and they treating us what we supposed, they and who. That's true. And that's why it needs to be, not all Black people do have the same experience. And that's why it needs to be put out in different avenues. But again, the problem is, one of the problems that I feel like happens is that too many Black people want jobs. Too many Black people want jobs, and they don't want to be great amongst Black people. They want no part of being great amongst Black people because they don't see no value in it either. They don't see no value in being great amongst Black people or making products that cater to Black people. And I'm not talking about everything saying black, blickety black, 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 black boy, black, 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 black. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about making something, selling to your people, and they being the main driving force behind it. No, y'all want awards. Y'all want to be seen. Y'all want to be amongst everybody else, and you'll give up everything you created just to be around these other people. You see it in comics and everything all the time, whether it's politics, comics, and everything. And I speak on comics a lot because I watch a lot of y'all. Y'all don't like, and I say this, and I always say this, outside of a few people, there's a few that I know. And I'm not going to put their name out of anything on any of this, that they care about their projects, and they're using other stuff to work to get their projects where it needs to be. I understand that, and I ain't mad at that. But a lot of y'all don't want to work nothing of your own and make nothing happen. Y'all don't want to represent nothing like that. What y'all want is that you using your stories to just get a springboard into working and writing on some other character. And you'll give your character up and just put them to the side and never come back to it. From a character that you felt like was needed in Black society, you'll go jump off somewhere else just so you can say you did it. And then the usual thing is that you come back and you tell us how bad you got treated and it wasn't great and Marvel and DC wasn't this and blah, 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 blah. And these companies wasn't that and and they just treating, there's no resources for Black people and We know this. But we keep playing the same game like, so take your time. Focus on your stuff. Never lose your vision with what you want done. If you want your project to come to light, hold on to it. Make sure that you put that in front of people. And if you can't get it done with them, you need to start getting off this goofy shit and making sure you get it done yourself. Put the money, time. It's going to be hard. Nobody's going to see it when it comes to certain things until you really make it happen. All of that stuff. That's just what it is. And it's going to take forever, but you need to put the time in because we need what you're working on or what you're thinking about. That's how we do better, to me at least. Ain't no, man, we just got to do better and Black lives don't matter to nobody else. We need to change what's being put out there. And it has to be us doing it. Not, no, I'm going to somebody else to put it out. I'm going to this company and they're going to put out. No, they're not. We know how it goes. Unless you change it, screw it up, or mess it up. And it ends up being some mess where it's crazy looking and they got us looking wild. Or they take out folks and it loosens it lessens, It lessens what you were trying to put out originally. On for the most part. For the most part. So it ain't no black enough, man. Ain't no black enough. Ain't no black enough. Now you whatever you got is black enough. It's like it ain't no again, but thug, I wear Jordans, this and that. That's not the only form of blackness. This is why you never hear me. I don't talk about. I have my differences, but you don't ever hear me say nothing about a gay black person or a trans black person or a black person that's alternative black person ain't a black person. Y'all ain't never heard me say nothing like that. Never, never. I don't agree with the way some of y'all think, even but they still black and they have a certain experience too. And if their experience was that, that's fine. Put it out. But don't be tap dancing. Don't be doing no ignorant shit. Don't be out here cooling and because a lot of y'all be signaling, especially when it comes to that whole he's got to do better. That's just you signaling and dog whistling to other cultures that I'm not one of them. Instead of just saying, you know what, that ain't me, and that's not black people as a whole. That's just trifling shit. You know, Asians come up and be like, man, we got to do better. I ain't never been at work and heard a white person say, man, we got to do better. School shooter, he done shot. That dude was in Las Vegas popping other folks, and he's a white man. He didn't do better. They don't say no shit like that. And if they do, it's a complete joke, and they laugh at it. Black folks be like, we gotta do better. Yeah, we're just stupid. We dumb. We hate ourselves. Yuck. Ugh. Weakness sickens me. Ugh. Jesus Christ. So black creators, I really need y'all to take pride in what you got and take pride in the people that you writing it for. And if it wasn't ever for black people in the first place, that's fine too. That's fine too. Because I know some of y'all, how do you know I'm doing black people? And I make people get the fuck out of here, goofy. I'm just trying to do anything. I can make anything. All right then, motherfucker. What you coming in here with your chest all out for? Goofy bitch. Like what the fuck is you doing? Like, all right then. Come in and talk about something that nobody was talking about. And if you want to go make your own little videos and go talk about that goofy shit over there. The fuck I look like you popping up. I don't think that we got any black characters in it. Go do your thing with that. Goofy motherfucker. No, I haven't heard of Impound Comics. I'm gonna look it up though. I'm gonna look it up. So I mean, and whether I agree with you or not as a creator and everything, whether I agree with you, we talk all the time, whatever. I don't care nothing about that shit. But what I do care about is how you speak on black people, because my people are affected by that, and it is what it is. But it ain't gonna be no why around me you ain't getting none of that. We not doing that because I need y'all to know that all y'all black folks matter, and I don't play that. I don't play that. We need to do better because that's not you. That's not the people that I talk to. That's not the people I kick it with. Most of us is trying to figure out how we get our money together and helping each other. I don't like in real life. Like I always say that I make jokes about black people not supporting when it comes to like Kickstarters and stuff. I make that joke because a lot of folks will message me and be doing stuff and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna do something, but then they don't. And I make that joke then. But to be honest, I always say it. To be honest, in person, black folks always support. They always support. Black women support, black men, black kids, you see this, you see what I do with cons and stuff. Y'all, I see y'all go to cons and black people always support. So I understand. I use it as a joke, and I use it, and I'm be honest, I use it as a way to sell stuff too. For the ones that don't, you speak to them. For the ones that don't, it's not all of them, but it's important that you make and put out these different stories with black folks doing wild, fantastical stuff in their own lands that black folks create and black folks control, so that we can start putting it out and replacing all this other stuff. Even if you're a rapper, everything ain't the word niggas, whatever. But everything ain't, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna shoot you, I'm gonna this and that, drug selling, this. Y'all ain't did that. Even me, I ain't sold no drugs. I've been around people that did it, but I've never sold no drugs. Other stuff, oh, maybe. But selling drugs, no. No. Moving and selling, no. That's not me. None of that stuff. Other ignorant stuff, yes. And the reason why I don't hop on a lot of these dudes like some of y'all do, and I'm glad I'm not one of these, because like they say, like the old black folks say, if it wasn't for the grace of God, there go I. I've done some ignorant nigga shit. Just ignorant nigga shit. And I could have been had my head blown off plenty of times. Literally, just bang, just dead. And even from cousins and people, oh, you got in a fight with that? Oh, you fought that dude? You jacked his shoulder and shit up? Oh, he known for shooting people. What? Yeah, I didn't see that. Oh God! And he didn't shoot you? I'm like, no, not that I know of. Oh, you lucky. He didn't shoot. Like, that like me and my friends and just growing up, we've had to knock guns out of people's hands. Like, I don't talk bad about them like that, because I ain't no better. I've been there. I'm glad to make it. Well, about to be 40. I was like, I'm glad to make it that far and see my kids and stuff. Me and my cousins in North Carolina, we just wild shit. And it is what it is. So I don't. But we need to know to stop kicking it around those. Y'all can take that shit again. Y'all can take all that. You shouldn't say that. This victim blaming. You this and that. Or let them have fun, and they should. Y'all go say that on y'all post. Y'all go, yeah, you have fun. I ain't that nigga. We different. We not the same. I'm not like you. Ain't nothing you can get on and preach your mind. The good thing is, I don't go on your page and do that, because I don't care about what you say. You care about what I say. You come on where I'm at and start trying to explain yourself and nobody asked you to. I don't care about what you say. I ain't gonna get on your page saying nothing, because I don't care what you say. I can go by it and just keep it moving. Some of y'all don't even know. So it is what it is. But you can call me whatever. You hate women, you massage, you a hater, that's fine. But me and mine ain't gonna be dying unnecessarily. And I'm gonna tell you, whether it's a dude, you don't need to be around certain people. Whether it's a woman, you don't need to be around certain men. I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. With the whole man, she a woman, and what about? I don't give a fuck. Some of these people you just don't need to be around. And I'm gonna tell you, I tell my daughters all the time, you don't need to be around some of these dudes. I tell my cousins and brothers and everybody else, like, look, what is you doing? Don't go around doing all that. Stay away from that. You don't need to be around that. You don't need. And I said clearly, don't do that. No, man, if you want to, and then after I say don't do it, I go on and I'm make it known that I told niggas don't do it. And if they decide to keep doing it, hey, you got what you got. You got shot in the foot hanging around bitch ass niggas. Stop hanging around these people. Stay away from that. If you know you got your stuff together, there ain't no reason why you around people that don't got their stuff together, unless you have a clear goal that y'all are working on together. If you ain't got no clear goals, I'm not just kicking around you. I'm not partying around you. I'm not going out drinking with you. I'm not going out shaking my ass with you or no other women. I'm not even going to be around a bunch of women that ain't got nothing, that got no goals. No, sir. Because if they ain't got nothing, there's a good chance they got some niggas around them that ain't nothing. And I'm not being around it. Y'all can talk about having fun, and y'all can call all the names y'all want to, and do all that little goofy internet shit y'all do. But in real life, when stuff start happening, ain't none of y'all going to be there to change it. So it is what it is. And again, black creators, hold on to your stuff. Be proud of what you make for, and I'm not saying it can't be for the rest of the world. I'm never saying that. But I'm saying take pride in what you do for Black folks so that you can have something that you can change the culture, that you can help change the culture with. Because if we got to do better. We got to do better with controlling what we have and using that power to do more and help other people with. Not just giving it up and going somewhere else because that's where the notoriety is, even though they do you dirty and then throw you out. And then it's, man, this is crazy. They did us like this, and then they didn't let me work on this project, and they didn't let me write this, or they didn't let me draw this, and I couldn't create that. And it. Do it yourself. There's no reason why it can't be done now. That's that. If you want to know what I'm about, that's what I do. That's why I make my books, my comics. Even if nobody don't work with me, I find other people. You find other people. There's always somebody to work with. There's always a way to get around it. There's always a way. And I respect all my people that I work with. Love them to death. But I mean, you always got to figure out how to keep things going yourself. That's why I do the little animanga things myself and everything. And I do it myself so that I can have it, and I can know that I'm willing to go out and put that out there myself, even if it takes time. I'll go out and do it myself. And if somebody else want to hop on later, that's all well and good. But I still got to have a certain amount of control and have a certain amount of vision for it. As long as those things are hit, you can do what you want. But we can't say we're gonna do better, and then we just keep giving our images up and don't do anything about it. And then we keep getting the same old trash, just promoting drugs, violence, sex, and everything else. When we know that's not what we do. When we know on average that's not what we do. It's just not. So that's all I got. I can bark and talk crazy for that forever. It's just what I do. Talking shit and ranting is in my soul. so it is what it is. But yeah, exactly. You have to. You got to stay away from it. But yeah, that's all I got. If you have not already, go to akachicomics.com, get the books, all that stuff, t-shirts and everything. Go up there, get that. I'll be doing some different stuff with the books and stuff over the next few months and year and everything. But let me know what you think. Also, my Facebook people, for some reason, again, unless it's like on my Akachi Comics page, I don't see my Facebook comments. On my direct page, for some reason, I don't see them. So I'm not dismissing y'all, and I'm not answering you. I'll appreciate it. I'll answer and I'll hop on after, and I'll pop up and say some things, but I'm not answering you or just trying to act like I don't see it. For some reason on StreamYard, it doesn't show the ones that are on my direct page. I think it shows this in the group and on my Akachi page that I send all the stuff at. It shows on there, the comments, but not on my direct page. So if you're ever on my Facebook page and I don't answer it and you leave or whatever, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm not trying to not talk to you or respond to what you're saying or anything like that. Good or bad. Good or bad. I just don't see it. But anyway, that's all I got. Go to akachicomics.com, get some books, all that crazy stuff, and let me know what you think. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.